Everyone, hi, I'm on live. Earlier, we brought our son to music class. Now, back to mommy roll job. Mommy roll job is going to prepare the meal while my husband and my son are. My husband is watching my son. I am here preparing the meal. What am I going to prepare for today? I'll have to figure it out what to cook. But eating out is not something that is really good for your budget. So we don't always buy food. But when we buy food, sometimes we have leftover. Therefore, I can reheat the food that we have purchased the other day, and then I cook chicken adobo for my son. So yesterday I used the stove. I was able to cook. I have some coffee. If anyone is available to chat, I can read your message. So I enjoy. I have decaf. Buy it on a store, and I made the coffee in the morning. I like to grind the coffee. Use this. I usually buy beans, coffee beans, and then from there I grind it home, and then it's fresh. But I will show you the leftover that we have yesterday, and about to preheat them. So yesterday went to the Indian restaurant. It's a good food. We ate in the place. It's just a date because we didn't really have the opportunity to go outside this whole week. But we have someone that watch our kid. So here, I ordered the chicken. Smells good, right? So I have to do is just reheat this, so me and my husband can enjoy this meal. And start the stove, preheating it. When I don't feel like I'm able to cook really fast, and I know that we forgot the time, we passed the time for cooking, and my family are hungry, usually just go out and enjoy that meal, because when you eat out, the portions are really big. So sometimes it can last for 2 to 3 days. Here we go. It smells so good. This food is so good. And I'm reheating the food right now.
Yeah, but it's too heavy. It's going to run out of power.
That was the food that we ordered yesterday. And that Indian restaurant was really nice. It feels like we rented it. Hi, thank you for joining. This is Pinay Wife at home. We're home now, and now I'm just reheating our food. Time for lunch. What does a Filipino mom do when she gets home? Always make sure everyone has their meal. Because it's 11:40. I prepared the breakfast earlier. I'll make sure if I can see all chats. I don't see anyone. Oh, J-Boy! Okay, I can finally see it. I happening? The adobo? Yes, I actually have the adobo. I'll show it to you. Where is it? So I just have to reheat them. Here. Wait, yeah, the tray is missing. Okay. I'm using a tablet. Here you go. Chicken adobo. So I cook a batch of adobo. And then every time someone comes in to watch my son, the one that was sent by the states and funded by the states, all she has to do is reheat the food. You know, here in see, it has a lot of stuff here. There's so many stuff in here. You know, here in the US, even though you have that help that's provided by the state, they don't like typically become your really helper. You know, they're like what's convenient, what's really convenient to them. That you want to make sure that everything is ready. So yeah, you can get out, you can go somewhere. Yeah, he's powered by adobo. You're right. He's powered by adobo. This is I want to make sure that the food is cooked fresh, and that way I don't have to worry about. He's very picky, so I'm like, okay, I'm cooking this chicken adobo every 2 to 3 days. Just give me them 2 to 3 days, and then I'm running around in circles because I have to go some places where me and my husband has to find other food too, because Adam is not really picky, but he is sensitive with food, and therefore I have to go to outside store. I mean, we live in the bay. We gotta go outside store, and then if we have time, we eat out. So we went to Indian restaurant yesterday, and this is it. And then after this, we're gonna have that chicken adobo. It smells good. I think there's turmeric in this. It was so nice. I will upload a video later on how nice it is. And then I'm gonna reheat the chicken drumstick. He loves sinigang too. It's 11:42 here. What about there? It's 11:42 in the morning here. I don't normally use this tablet, but it's nice to be able to use this tablet. It's showing now. Yes, actually, the adobo really tastes good, even if it's like 3 days. And he loves it. Now, after that, oh my God, 6:42. So what do you do at 6:42 a.m.? Are you still on the bed? Are you about to jog? You know, 6:42 a.m. here. Around the time is I'm making breakfast for my son, and then he's heading to the. I still have computer. Thank you, JV. Thank you for watching my vlog. I thought of like, you know what? I'm just gonna go on live. I haven't uploaded. Oh my God! I dropped the chicken. The chicken is buhay pa. It smells really good. I ordered this, but I wasn't able to eat them all. That's a good thing about being able to order some food in some places where they have big servings, because you can still eat 2 to 3 days. It depends on portion. I like going. Are you working? I hope you don't mind if I ask you, or you're also retired. It must be nice not to go to work anymore, you know, no bosses around that will control you and tell you what to do, waking you up. Or I miss working though. Work is yeah, buhay pa. Tumalon yung chicken eh, oh. Now I'm gonna reheat Aldrin's adobo. Instead of microwave, I usually reheat them. And Adam, because I love cooking, Adam bought me pots and then I make a lot of mess. Yeah, this is the challenging part of not having a family around or nearby Carinderia. I would cook a lot and then I'm so tired. I'm so exhausted. And I ended up like, oh, there's a bunch of mess. Oh, nice, J-Boy. You get the... oh my god, this is the best time not being able to go anywhere and then your woman will enjoy your time. You have plenty of time for your woman because oh my god, when I started in America, I didn't know. I was just surprised that Adam said he's gonna join the military. I was crying. I'm like, wait a second. I didn't want seamen. I didn't want all of these people living. Then I ended up he's joining military and I told like, oh, what is that a bluff? So I ended up being by myself for mostly 12 years because he's always gone. But that's okay, you know. I adapted to it, but that's one thing I cherish the experience of not being dependent to my man. I learned how to drive. I learned how to ask help if I needed to because I'm not bragging about it, but a lot of Filipinos that I met, they came here and then their spouse never leave. They never experienced being alone because it's a need. My husband has to leave, and then if you don't leave, then we don't have money to pay rent. And so he's gone for like 9 months, 6 months, and that's good thing of being a military spouse because when you're a military spouse, you never know when is the time that your spouse is leaving or not. But then the military is taking care of the family. We get a housing, we can afford to pay bills. And so when I moved here, all of my life I live with my mom. She cooks. She cooks all of her life for me and I just bring money. I just bring money to the house. I'm making it closer so you guys can see me. I'm not going away. I just found a spot where I can put the tablet. And I didn't know what to do. Imagine we're just married for like maybe 6 months and then said he's leaving for a boot camp. But I'm so glad I was with my mom's niece. So I ended up learning about, okay, I have to cook, I have to drive, I have to, all of these things become so difficult. But who would have thought when you married someone, he's not going to be around you? So that's why lucky for those people that when they found a man and the man is not working anymore, you're not alone. You cherish the time together. You spend your time together and you have more time to get to know each other. That was the best part. But I don't know, when people start retiring, I've seen a lot of people, the the faces where they just want to leave. They don't want to stay anymore because I think the transition, it was a big transition when in the beginning of your marriage you're not together all the time because you're used to making decision on your own. But then it's lonely too because coming from a different country you realize like, oh my god, you don't have a neighbors like in Philippines. You just knock on the other neighbor or you can just make a marites chismes next to each other like, hey, but here when Adam left, all I have to do is work, and of course I really have people working Filipino working next to me. I really have Filipino friends, and I don't know really how to cook, but I survived through YouTube. Yeah, thank you for that YouTube because I learned how to cook. I never cooked in the Philippines. So for you, JV, you're lucky that you retire and your woman's gonna be lucky because you can spend time with your woman. I was so happy that when he retired, I can get, I have a division of household chores, but not everything. So I'm still catching a lot of stuff because being with my husband and my son, taking care of the school, taking medical appointments, driving. When you have special needs, you're not stuck only for school. You ended up, okay, you need to see the specialist. You got to talk to the specialist. You got to work on the schedule around. And then, just because you are in a city and they said like, oh yeah, you have a lot of hospitals there, that's still not true, because a lot of them, they're so picky also with your insurance. If your insurance has a reputation that, I don't know, I was just researching, there's a lot of reputations of not paying on time the providers. A lot of providers are running away when they found out what insurance you have. So we go through a lot. It was became a national issues, especially the triker. We got a lot. There was a national issues where there was a delay of payment. There was a delay of approval. There was this a lot of providers were closing the clinic because they were not getting. It was a big transition for I think the contract, that it was a different insurance. I mean, it was different company. And then I was calling. I kept calling years and years, like, hey, do you have the time? Do you have? And then the first thing they're gonna ask was your insurance. And I said, this is the insurance, and I have secondary. So my son has the primary insurance. I don't know if your Australia has that. There's a primary and secondary. The secondary is the state is going to cover it. If the primary insurance doesn't cover it, it was funded through the developmental delay people that has disability. And those things became those things are not easy too. The people say, yeah, why can't you just stay there? You got everything, you got this and that insurance. Tell you, they don't talk to each other. You're gonna do the work hoping that the secondary insurance is gonna pay the share, but it doesn't happen. And then you're gonna have to deal with them. If you're good in filing a complaint, go file a complaint. Take them somewhere where you can be heard. It's exhausting. It's a lot of work. So we ended up not having a therapist, and ended up not having someone to come over because no one is accepting our insurance. The secondary would not cover until the primary insurance says, hey, we're not going to cover your treatment. They will cover it, but there's no available people. So we're having issues, all of those. And like, you go to, and then I have to go to the clinic too. I'm just gonna get the rice and heat it up. So we go to a clinic, we drive also. That's another job. That's why when a mom or when you move here, anyone, Filipino folks, you need to really drive. I was telling this people reaching out to me saying that what is it like over here, and I told them, if you are used to living where you can get out anytime and then you can rely someone, not abroad, right? You know that, JB, not in abroad, because you're gonna need to be self-sufficient. You're gonna need to drive. You can't always bother people and ask them to help you. And then if they can, you get offended, because we Filipinos are like that. We're so emotional. We're so sensitive. One day the person is not available.
Lucy.
And then you lost. You lost your friendship. That's how I lost my friends here. Came to the point that I cannot attend anymore to these events because my son was having difficulty in a party. And then they will ask me, why is he crying? I said, I don't know, I was crying before, but of course, this is before the diagnosis. I didn't know that the crowds, the loud noise, the smell are those triggers for him. Of course, I found that once he had diagnosis, and then a lot of them started saying, "Oh, I don't want them. I don't like to be. I'm picky." But am I gonna share all of those to them and say, "Hey, like, do I owe an explanation for you to keep me as your friend?" And then next thing I know, they unfriended me. They don't want to invite me. They started telling behind my back things that I didn't know, but other people knows about me. So yeah, I was hurt. I was hurt with some fellow friends that that's why when someone was lonely or choosing to be by himself, I understand that. I do reach out to them and I told them that we may not see each other, but if you need help asking me, I could try to help you, but I cannot guarantee I will be there because I wouldn't even make you promise to be there for me. You have a life, I have a life, we're all, we don't leave each other, we don't live together. We live by making sure we're enjoying our life with each other. So right now I don't have friends